What insights can today's pet owners draw from those who conquered the planet's most unforgiving terrain? For thousands of years, the Inuit refined their approach to raising dogs, forging not spoiled house pets, but extraordinary working allies, whose capabilities were honed to perfection in the brutal Arctic. This ancient expertise offers a lens that could fundamentally shift how you perceive your canine companion, potentially deepening your connection in ways that transcend the modern pet paradigm. Let's start with something as basic yet revealing as food. The diet of Inuit sled dogs bore no resemblance to the rainbow-hued bags of processed kibble dominating pet store aisles today. While contemporary dogs munch on grain-laden pellets spiked with artificial additives, Inuit dogs thrived on a regimen precisely aligned with their demanding lifestyle, one that modern science might call a masterclass in canine nutrition. Their meals were sourced straight from the Arctic's stark offerings: raw meat, fish, and fat, untainted by fillers or factory processing. No pampered pooch's rigid breakfast at 8, dinner at 6 routine here. These dogs ate hefty portions after completing their arduous tasks, a timing that synced seamlessly with their natural metabolic rhythms. Fish, especially salmon, was a cornerstone, often fed whole, head, bones, and all. This wasn't just convenience, it delivered a powerhouse of nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, which kept their coats lustrous and their joints agile despite relentless cold, while the bone supplied calcium for robust skeletal health. When seals were on the menu, their meat and thick fat layers became a caloric goldmine. That fat, packing more than twice the energy punch of protein or carbohydrates per gram, was a lifeline in winter, fueling dogs who burned triple the calories of a sedentary house pet, sometimes upwards of 3,000 a day during peak sledding. What might seem like a recipe for excess in a lazy lapdog was the perfect high-octane sustenance for canines hauling loads across frozen expanses. Contrast this with the modern narrative peddled by dog food giants, suggesting wolves once roamed, wild, dreaming of cornfields. "Hey, pack, after we nab this moose, let's harvest some wheat for balance." It's a stretch that defies logic. Dogs evolved as carnivores, thriving on meat, organs, and fat, exactly what Inuit dogs consumed. Grains like corn, wheat, and rice, now staples in over half of commercial kibble, were absent from their bowls. So were the artificial preservatives, dyes and flavorings that clutter today's pet food labels. Instead, they ate fresh, unadulterated fare, often in feast or famine cycles. A massive meal after a hunt might sustain them for days until the next big feed. This mirrored the natural eating patterns of wild canids, not the twice-daily clockwork of modern pets. The payoff? Teeth so clean from gnawing raw bones that dental issues were virtually unknown. Ancient sled dog remains show pristine chompers, while over 80% of today's dogs face gum disease by age 3. Flip through a modern dog food bag's ingredients: chicken byproducts, corn gluten, synthetic flavors, and you're worlds away from the Inuit's primal simplicity. The takeaway isn't that every owner must go raw, but that dogs are wired for whole natural foods, not industrial concoctions. The stamina and vitality of those sled dogs whisper of advantages our convenient cans might overlook. This biological harmony stretched beyond mere sustenance into the realm of discipline. In the vast Arctic, where a single sound could ripple for miles across ice and snow, a barking dog wasn't just a nuisance. It could ruin a hunt and leave a family hungry. Inuit dogs achieved near-miraculous vocal restraint, not through high-tech collars or gimmicks, but via a sophisticated training legacy passed down through generations. Puppies started learning as tiny observers, watching seasoned dogs stay mute during hunts, soaking up the art of silence before formal lessons even began. When training kicked in, it relied on subtle, precise signals, a flick of the hand, a quiet word, demanding instant stillness. Obedient dogs earned the privilege of joining the hunt. Barkers faced swift correction, often from the pack itself. Modern owners might rejoice if their dog quiets after 5 shouts. Inuit dogs stood silent as caribou grazed mere feet away, their hunting instincts, still buried in even the plushiest city pup, channeled with surgical precision. Trainers staged mock hunts, placing dogs downwind of prey, rewarding silence with continued participation and banishing noisemakers, a penalty that hit hard in a pack-driven world. Social dynamics amplified this. A yappy dog didn't just irk humans. It drew glares from peers who'd mastered the craft. Today's suburban canines trumpet every passing mail truck. Inuit dogs could eyeball entire herds without a peep until danger, like a prowling polar bear, warranted a warning. This wasn't blanket suppression. Barking had its place, but only when cued, a testament to a community-wide consistency modern. Homes rarely muster, where one person scolds barking while another coos encouragement. That discipline wasn't a solo human effort. It flowed from a pack education no modern class could rival. From birth, Inuit puppies were plunged into a canine academy where elder dogs were the professors. Unlike today's pups, often isolated save for fleeting playdates, these youngsters grew up in a bustling pack hierarchy that doubled as a non-stop learning lab. Alphas modeled leadership, sled veterans demonstrated work ethic, and mid-tier dogs taught respect, all without a human hand steering the wheel. Research on wild packs echoes this. Pups mentored by multiple adults sharpen social finesse and dodge quirks far better than lone-raised peers. Modern puppies might snag a ribbon for a shaky sit. Inuit dogs emerged as poised collaborators, no treat bags needed. Corrections came fast. A growl, a snap, a gentle pin, dog-to-dog dialogue, too nuanced for humans to fully replicate. Studies show pups free to learn this way. Cut behavior issues by 70% versus those babysat by people, their instincts honed by peers, not trial and error with other novices. Work and food were intertwined in a raw, merit-based system. Inuit dogs didn't eat by the clock or get pre-measured scoops, they ate what they earned. Harder pulls or sharper focus meant bigger shares, a direct line from effort to reward that needed no charts or theories. A dog blazing through snow burned more and got more. It was physics, not favoritism. Modern pets scarf the same bowl whether they've napped or romped. 78% of owners stick to rigid schedules, 85% ignoring activity levels, fueling a 56% obesity spike. Inuit dogs devoured raw fish, seal, or whale blubber, unfussy fuel for their 3,000-calorie hauls. Served communally with alphas eating first, others waiting in line. Disruptors got nipped by pack and handler alike, cementing order. This squashed guarding or pickiness. Food was a prize, not a given. Research shows structured feeding slashes aggression by 70% versus free-for-alls. Big meals followed work, small snacks sustained long treks. Vets nod at this bloat-dodging wisdom. Pups learned young. Effort equals eats, a metabolic truth-keeping. Them lean and thriving. Rest wasn't an afterthought, it was a cornerstone. After grueling runs, Inuit dogs got real recovery. Not mushy indulgence, but calculated care rooted in canine physiology. A quick jaunt earned a short breather. A multi-day slog across icy wastes meant days off. Skimp on this, and performance tanked, injuries flared, and lifespans shrank. Lessons modern owners miss with non-stop play. Dogs picked their spots, snow burrows or pack cuddles, leveraging thick undercoats to bask in. 50-degree. Studies peg rested sled dogs as 30% tougher, logging 23% more deep sleep outdoors than in. Sick or nursing dogs got rare indoor reprieves, but most thrived in nature's grip. A far cry from today's huskies swaddled in fleece, their cold-proof design ignored. Leadership was non-negotiable, a survival linchpin. Inuit handlers didn't cajole. They commanded with steady, unflinching authority. No pretty please here. Rules were ironclad, boundaries firm, confidence unshakable. Dogs craved this clarity, unlike the modern, maybe sit, waffling that breeds confusion. A single crisp command, delivered tall and calm, brought instant response. Hesitation sparked chaos, from stubbornness to risky freelancing. Teams, under consistent leaders, outperformed shaky ones by 73%, their stress hormones lower, a calm born of trust. Handlers led the way, first through gaps, controlling food, initiating contact, small acts cementing a hierarchy dogs respected. Corrections were swift, fair, never cruel, fostering obedience without fear. Modern repeat shouters could borrow this poised certainty dogs instinctively follow. Sleeping al fresco forged their toughness. No heated beds, just raw elements met by a double coat, a woolly base trapping heat, a slick top shedding wet. Indoors they'd roast. Outside they curled tight, noses under tails, snow as a blanket. Digs and drifts, Quinzix, hit 30 degrees warmer than the air, a trick 67% of northern breeds still prefer over plush pads. Circling a memory foam bed? That's their ancestral shelter instinct, now decorative. Outdoor life boosted immunity and grit, outpacing climate-controlled peers in resilience. Teamwork turned lone wolves into a juggernaut. 6 to 12 dogs slotted by talent, brainy leads, sturdy wheels, moved as a unit, each role amplifying the whole. Misplace one, and efficiency plunged 45%. Inuit intuition nailed this long before. Studies did. Strides synced, breaths aligned. They dodged thin ice in silent accord, a bond honed over years, not a solo trick parade. Studies clock 67 micro-tweaks per minute, a fluid dance modern agility can't touch. Age shifted roles. Young fireballs rose, wise elders steadied, keeping teams peak sharp, conflicts smoothed by pack law or a handler's firm hand. Respect, not coddling, defined the bond. No treat fests or costumes, just a partnership of purpose. Handlers set fair limits, trusted instincts, and matched dogs to tasks, earning mutual esteem. Dogs with real roles outshone tricksters in contentment by 72%, roaming free when proven, not leashed by GPS. Modern pets get more oversight than secret agents. Inuit dogs earned dignity through reliability. Handlers noted quirks, ice savvy, or bear spotting stars, practical nods to individuality, not whimsy. Respect flowed both ways, a trust forged in shared trials, not snacks, lasting 8 to 10 years strong. Every dog had a purpose: sledding, guarding, sealing, tapping a primal need. For meaning. Work/stress 82% and boredom woes 300% versus idle chewers. Pups grew into roles, their harnessed zeal a stark contrast to treat-chasing ennui. A 74% work over food choice in studies hints purpose trumps kibble. Inuit dogs stayed poised, their tasks knitting them into the community's heart, a stark foil to dog park isolation. These tenets, raw fuel, pack lessons, earned eats, true rest, firm guidance, cold beds, tight teams, deep respect, real roles, paint a partnership modern owners can echo, not with sleds, but with purpose, unlocking richer lives for dogs.